Hello guys, Dagon here, and today I'm back with some more scanning Windows science for you, because I noticed in the patch notes for the new patch they actually added a bunch of new improvements to the new map, and I was just scrolling over it and I immediately saw that literally every single thing that I said in the last video that was kind of crappy about the new map, that they improved that. So I was very excited. So now what I've done is I've improved my shortcuts so that I can actually use the shortcuts and experience it for myself, because I actually didn't try the shortcuts yet, and that's supposed to be huge about the new map. So to recapitulate, all the previous gripes that I had with the new map was dragging on little circles, like dragging on planets and stuff. That didn't really work very well, and all that kind of stuff. So I've actually done a little bit of research. Let's see. Ooh, actually the site that I bookmarked before is now gone. I think, let's see. Anyways, let me just show you how much better it is in general. So, using shortcuts, this is freaking genius. I gotta be honest, it's very good, very efficient. I still find myself going to the buttons still, but now that I'm using it a little bit, I just noticed that it's much faster and much better than how it was before, clicking and dragging all the time, and you know, just a little bit of a nuisance. But now, I mean, it's once you get used to it, just decrease the probe size a little bit, position your probe and press scan with a little hotkey. I mean, it's so intuitive, and it's just very good. So CCP really props for that. I'll try to show you now my previous gripe with these little circles. This is the circles I mean. And apparently there's one here too, like the thing itself. And right now, as you can see, the circle does not appear when I hover over it if the probe scanner is over it. So they improved the layering very well. So let's see. Let's position it very well again. Decrease the probe size and press scan. I mean, this works so well, and it works so intuitively. And I can say with confidence now that the new probe map is ready to be used. I mean, it is a lot better than it was in my last video. Just quickly gonna bookmark this site that I'm gonna do now, and I'm just gonna do the tests again that I did last video with one probe hitting it and two probes hitting it and all that kind of good stuff. So, relic site. Alright, let's get our probes back and then let's go. Let's just jump quickly into a different system and then jump again. I mean, I've only used it for like scanning 2 sides down now, and I'm already convinced that this is just much better than it was before. And I am going to use this map probably exclusively now. Just gonna do these quick tests, but actually, like last video, I mentioned that the mechanic where the 2 probes are hitting the signature were a little bit off. It always seemed a little bit weird for some reason. But now I saw in the patch notes, see that they specifically improved that feature. But what I want to say is, see, like the biggest problem I had with the previous scanning window was that it's always, when you're really zoomed out and your probes launch, your formation is pretty small. So you have to zoom in and then drag, but now it doesn't need to happen anymore because you have hotkeys. This is genius. This is freaking genius. Alright. What I'm gonna do to try to do now is make sure one probe is hitting the target. So the target is at the bookmark, as you can see. Let's see. Let's see. I think one probe is hitting it. I'm just gonna adjust a little bit right there. Right. So what this should give me is it should give one probe. So a circle in one probe. That's what it should give. Right, see? This is perfect. As you can see, alright, let's check it out. Let's disable the probes like we always did. Deactivate and deactivate this. And you can see that front probe hit it, and it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's a little bit off, but I mean, that's perfect. That's exactly how it was before, and that is exactly how it's supposed to work. So, alright, that's pretty good. Alright, now let's make 2 probes hit the signature. Right there, that's a perfect zone right there. Let's see. Okay, I think it is. Let me just center my camera on that. Let's check it out. Let's see. I think 2 probes are hitting it right now. I'm gonna just put it down a little bit. And then something like this. Let's just center it really well. And this should have 2 probes. So what this should do is it should give me a circle in between those 2 probes. And it should be, I mean, pretty accurate. Not 100% of course, but it should be pretty accurate, because before it just gave me something entirely off and it was just weird, and you tried to scan your probes on that and that didn't really work out that well. This is a little bit weird. Let me decrease the probe size. Maybe that has something to do with it. But again, I can already see this is like much better. And could have been me as well. Let's see. Okay. Just a little bit off, it seems. Yeah, it was probably me right there. Alright, let's scan. Like, I'm gonna say it again. These hotkeys, I mean, program them and just try them out. Even if you're not a really big fan of hotkeys, you should just try it out and see how it goes. Alright, it's telling me only 1 probe hit it. This is kind of odd. I mean, this is right there. Okay. Let me reduce it again and then do the same test. Maybe the signal is just too weak if the probes are too big. Let's check it out. Okay, let's do the same test again and let's scan. At one point, it should give me a circle. Right there. See, that's exactly what I mean. As you can see, it's pretty good. I mean, it's right there in the middle of the 2 probes. Let's deactivate the other probes again. There we go. So these are the 2 probes that hit it, and you can see the circle is nice in the middle. Not perfect, but it's good. And this should give you a general idea of where the signature is. So that's, again, a huge improvement. That is very noticeable. The times that it didn't trigger before was probably because I wasn't... the signal strength was not large enough because the probes were too big. So you would never do that in practice. You would always decrease your probe size, right? So now here you can just apply the technique. I mean, it's accurate enough to apply the technique that I showed you in the EVE Exploration Academy videos. So the EVE Exploration Academy videos are still relevant. That is the hugest thing for me. I just want my videos to be still relevant because, I mean, I've made an entire series and a bunch of those rules weren't applicable anymore. But now, as you can see, like, the technique that I have is, okay, you see 2 probes hitting it right there. That's the only place the signature can be, even if you don't know that bookmark is there, because there's a bunch of probes hitting it here too, but you can see here's just 2 probes. So center it over that spot and you're gonna get a good hit. So that's literally the technique that I did in my EVE Exploration Academy videos, so I'm so glad that that's still relevant. That is super good, and you can see we got a good hit right now. And then we can just decrease it with the hotkeys. I just have a smile on my face right now because it just works. It just works as intended. It works like you would expect it to, and that is just a huge thing for me. There we go. Relic Sight. Hey, it's a Relic Sight. You know, and yeah, like I said, the hotkeys are just huge for me. It's such a big improvement of efficiency, and now that the mechanics are fixed, I can say with confidence that this new probing map is just perfect. It's pretty much perfect. Oh, and look at these new engine effects. Pretty cool. So CCP, I'm just very glad that you guys managed to fix it, fix the majority of the problems that I had with the new map. And yeah, I can say with confidence that I can go and use it now, and everyone should. If you haven't tried the new beta map yet, just try it out. Make sure to put in your hotkeys, and just check it out, because it's actually really, really good right now, and it's a huge improvement over the previous map. I can say that now with utter confidence. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.